Welcome back to my channel, All Old Rare Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures and learning about rare US coins, you're in the right place. In today's video, we'll reveal some of the most valuable coins that could be worth far more than you think. Stick around till the end, you won't want to miss what these rare gems are really worth. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel to enjoy more discoveries in future. Let's dive in. We have an exciting story to tell about one of the most iconic and sought-after coins in American history, the United States Liberty half-dollar coin, issued between 1776 and 1976. This particular coin, with its stunning design and rich history, could be worth more than you think. Stay tuned as we dive into the history, design, and value of the Liberty half-dollar, and by the end, you might just find yourself looking for one of these coins in your collection or your coin jar. The Liberty half-dollar coin, first introduced in the early 20th century, has always been an important part of American currency. However, it is the 1776 to 1976 commemorative edition that has become particularly famous among collectors. This special coin was issued to celebrate the bicentennial of the United States, marking the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The minting of this coin was part of a broader national celebration, and it was designed to honor both the past and the future of the United States. During the 1976 bicentennial celebration, the U.S. Mint produced a special version of the Liberty half-dollar. It wasn't just another coin, it was a piece of history that combined the nation's proud heritage with its bright future. The coin featured a dual design. On the obverse side, you can find the familiar portrait of liberty, symbolizing freedom and the spirit of the American Revolution. On the reverse side, the coin showcases a beautiful depiction of the Liberty Bell, an iconic symbol of American independence and the birth of the nation. What makes the 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar so unique is its connection to the nation's most important historical event, the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The design is a reflection of the pride Americans feel about their history, their journey to independence, and their achievements over the past 2 centuries. The coin became an instant symbol of patriotism and national pride when it was released. While these coins were struck in large numbers and circulated widely, their historical significance and distinct design have made them highly desirable among coin collectors today. Now, let's talk about why this particular coin is so special to numismatists and collectors. The 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar, while not rare in terms of circulation numbers, is highly sought after due to its significance and the rarity of high-grade specimens. Most of the coins that were minted during this time were used in everyday transactions, which means they suffered from the wear and tear of daily life. However, coins that were well preserved and remained in excellent condition have become incredibly valuable over time. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that are free from scratches, tarnish, or other signs of heavy use. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition can be a true gem in any collection. Another factor that makes this coin so intriguing is the possibility of certain variations or minting errors. While most of the 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollars were made with the same design, some coins may have small differences or imperfections from the minting process. These variations, even if subtle, can greatly increase the value of a coin. Some coins might have a misaligned strike, irregularities in the design, or even unique characteristics that set them apart from others. These error coins are highly coveted by collectors, and their rarity can make them worth far more than the average coin. If you happen to have a 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar, it's essential to carefully inspect it for any unique features or imperfections that might add to its value. Even though most of these coins were produced in large numbers, the ones with rare features or in pristine condition stand out as truly valuable treasures. So, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for, the value of the 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar. If you have a coin that is in uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with rare minting errors or unique features, you could be holding a coin worth a significant amount of money. The market for rare coins can fluctuate, but for a pristine, error-free, or uniquely minted 1776 to 1976 Liberty half-dollar, the value can reach an astonishing $90,000. That's right, $90,000 for a single coin. It's hard to believe that something as small as a coin can carry such enormous value, but when you factor in its historical significance, condition, and any unique features, it's easy to see why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these remarkable pieces of American history. If you think you might have one of these gems in your collection or come across one in the future, make sure to get it properly evaluated. The worth of a coin can vary depending on its condition, rarity, and specific features, so it's always a good idea to consult with a professional numismatist or coin dealer. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate how amazing the world of coin collecting truly is. Coins like the Liberty half-dollar not only hold historical value, but they also connect us to the past in a tangible way. Holding a coin that has been part of the fabric of a nation for over 2 centuries is an incredible experience, and who knows, you might just have one of these valuable coins tucked away in your own collection. Second rare coin, we have an exciting coin to talk about, the United States Liberty half-dollar coin, minted in 1972 with the D mint mark. While many people might overlook this coin, it has a remarkable story, and you'll be surprised at just how valuable it can be today. Stick around as we explore the history, design, and, of course, the value of this intriguing coin. You'll definitely want to know about this hidden gem. Let's start with the basics. The Liberty half-dollar coin, which has been a cornerstone of American currency for decades. First issued in 1916, the Liberty half-dollar went through several design changes over the years. However, by the time we reached 1972, this coin was part of a much-loved series of American coins. The half-dollar had been in circulation for many years, and while it wasn't as commonly used in daily transactions by the 1970s, it still held significant value as a symbol of the country's history and its ongoing tradition of minting high-quality coins. The 1972 Liberty half-dollar, marked with the D mint mark, was struck at the Denver Mint, which was one of the primary locations for producing coins in the United States. These coins were made with 40% silver, which gives them a distinctive weight and feel compared to other modern coins. The fact that the coin contains silver is a key point in understanding its value, especially as the price of silver has fluctuated over the years. Now, let's talk about the design of the 1972 Liberty half-dollar. On the obverse side of the coin, we have the iconic portrait of Liberty, created by artist Adolph A. Weinman. This design was originally used on the earlier Walking Liberty half-dollar series, which is widely considered one of the most beautiful coin designs in U.S. history. Liberty is depicted walking confidently, holding a branch of laurel and olive in her left hand, symbolizing peace and victory. This imagery encapsulates the American spirit, hopeful, strong, and forward-looking. On the reverse side of the 1972 Liberty half-dollar, we see the traditional heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and an olive branch. This eagle symbolizes the strength and resolve of the United States, and the overall design represents the country's unity, resilience, and its commitment to peace. The design on both sides of the coin pays tribute to the nation's history, its ideals, and its pursuit of freedom. But, as we know, not all coins are created equal. While the 1972 Liberty half-dollar was minted in relatively large quantities, the value of this coin today depends on a few important factors: its condition, rarity, and any potential minting errors. Most of the 1972 coins were circulated extensively, meaning they've been subject to wear and tear over the years. However, certain high-grade specimens that have been kept in excellent condition can be worth far more than their face value. Collectors always pay close attention to the condition of a coin when determining its value. A coin in mint state, meaning it has no visible signs of wear and retains its original shine and luster, can command a significantly higher price than a well-worn coin. Additionally, coins with particular features or minting errors can be particularly valuable. For example, if your 1972 Liberty half-dollar has been struck incorrectly, such as with an off-center strike or other unusual marks, it could be worth far more than the standard coin. One of the most famous and valuable varieties of the 1972 Liberty half-dollar is the DDO, which stands for double die obverse. This coin, which has a noticeable doubling effect on the letters and numbers on the obverse side, is an error that occurred during the minting process. Coins like this one are incredibly rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. The DDO variety of the 1972 Liberty half dollar is one of the most sought-after coins by collectors of modern U.S. currency. It's not just about minting errors, though. Coins that have been preserved in near-perfect condition also hold significant value. If you happen to come across a 1972 Liberty half dollar that has been stored carefully and remains free from scratches, dents, or discoloration, you could be sitting on a potential treasure. Coins in this condition are much rarer than those that have seen years of use, and as a result, they are worth far more to collectors. Now, let's get to the most exciting part, the value of the 1972 Liberty half dollar. For a regular, well-preserved coin in high-grade condition, you can expect it to fetch a respectable price on the market. But, if you're lucky enough to own one of the rare DDO era coins, or even just a well-kept coin that has avoided wear, you might be holding a coin worth a small fortune. In fact, some of these coins can sell for up to $86,000, that's right, $86,000 for a single 1972 Liberty half dollar. It's amazing how a coin that was once just a piece of currency could hold such significant value. Whether you have one of these coins in your collection already or you're just now getting excited about the possibility of finding one, it's clear that the 1972 Liberty half dollar is a true treasure in the world of numismatics. If you think you might have a 1972 Liberty half dollar in your collection, make sure to take a closer look at its condition. Check for any unusual features or errors, and if you're unsure about its value, consider having it appraised by a professional coin dealer or numismatist. Who knows? You might just have one of these rare, high-value coins waiting to be discovered. Third expensive coin, we're bringing you a coin that holds a special place in American history, the United States Liberty half dollar coin from 1918. This is one of those coins that can make any collector's heart race, and for good reason. Not only is it a fascinating piece of U.S. currency, but its value might surprise you. Stick around as we explore the story, the design, and of course, the value of this stunning coin. By the end of the video, you might just find yourself digging through your coin collection to see if you have a hidden treasure. Let's start by talking about the historical significance of the Liberty half dollar. This coin was first introduced in 1916, at a time when the U.S. Mint was working hard to create more visually striking and meaningful designs for American coins. The Liberty half dollar, which features the famous Walking Liberty design by Adolph A. Weinman, quickly became one of the most beloved coins in U.S. history. The design represents a spirit of optimism and progress, with Lady Liberty walking gracefully across the horizon, symbolizing freedom, strength, and the promise of a bright future. The 1918 Liberty half dollar is particularly interesting because it was minted during a time of great change for the United States. World War I was still ongoing, and the country was in the midst of both internal and global upheaval. The nation was coming together in solidarity, and this coin symbolized not only the spirit of America but also the resilience and determination that would carry the country through difficult times. The 1918 coin represents a moment in history that holds a lot of significance, not just as currency, but as a symbol of the nation's strength and unity. Now, let's dive into the design itself, which is one of the main reasons why this coin is so widely admired. On the obverse side, you'll find the stunning image of Lady Liberty, walking confidently with a branch of laurel in her left hand, symbolizing victory, and an olive branch in her right, symbolizing peace. She's dressed in flowing robes, and the image conveys a sense of forward motion and optimism. It's a design that has captivated coin collectors and history enthusiasts for over a century. This beautiful depiction of liberty continues to be one of the most iconic images ever featured on U.S. currency. On the reverse side, we see a powerful eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and an olive branch. The eagle represents the strength of the United States, its commitment to peace, and its military power, all while standing as a proud symbol of the country's unity. The detailed craftsmanship of this design is just one of the many reasons the Liberty half dollar has remained such a collector's favorite for generations. but what makes the 1918 version of the Liberty half-dollar so special? While the coin's design was the same throughout the series, the 1918 coin is notable for its relatively low mintage compared to some other years, which makes it rarer and more desirable among collectors. Over time, many of these coins were circulated widely, and like most coins in daily use, they endured heavy wear and tear. As a result, finding one in high-grade condition is increasingly rare, and this is what drives up the value of the coin. If you happen to come across a 1918 Liberty half-dollar in mint condition, you might want to take a second look, as these coins are highly sought after by numismatists. The higher the coin's grade, meaning the better its condition, the more valuable it becomes. Coins that have been kept in near-perfect, uncirculated condition can command a premium price. These coins are often carefully stored and preserved, avoiding the wear and damage that many coins experienced as they were passed around in circulation. In addition to high-grade examples, certain mint errors or unique features on the 1918 Liberty half-dollar can also make it even more valuable. Some coins may have slight imperfections or irregularities from the minting process, such as double strikes or other minting errors. These types of coins are incredibly rare and are particularly prized by collectors because they are unique, one-of-a-kind pieces. A coin with such an error can be worth far more than the average 1918 Liberty half-dollar, especially if the mistake is noticeable and makes the coin stand out in the eyes of collectors. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, the value of the 1918 Liberty half-dollar. For a standard example in good condition, this coin is already worth much more than its face value of 50 cents. But if you're lucky enough to have one in exceptional condition, or if you come across a rare error coin, the value can skyrocket. So, how much could a 1918 Liberty half-dollar be worth today? A coin that is well preserved and in high-grade condition, or one with a notable mint error, could fetch a staggering $107,000. Yes, that's right, $107,000 for a single coin. It's incredible to think that a coin minted over a century ago, and one that was once part of everyday life, could be worth such an extraordinary amount. This is the power of numismatics. The rare combination of history, design, and rarity can make a coin worth far more than anyone might expect. If you have a 1918 Liberty half-dollar or think you might have one tucked away in your collection, it's worth taking a closer look. You never know, you might be holding onto a coin that could be worth a small fortune. Whether it's the coin's condition, a minting error, or its historical significance, this coin represents a moment in time that has proven to be incredibly valuable to collectors. Now, we're diving into the incredible world of the 1973 United States Liberty half-dollar coin, a coin that you might not expect to be as valuable as it truly is. Stick with me as we break down the history, the design, and the surprising value of this piece of American heritage. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be checking your coin collection to see if you have one of these hidden gems. Let's start with a bit of background on the Liberty half-dollar coin. Introduced in 1916, this coin quickly became a favorite among collectors and the general public alike. It was designed by the famous artist Adolph A. Weinman and features the iconic walking Liberty design. This design symbolizes the strength, freedom, and determination of the United States, with Lady Liberty confidently walking forward, holding a laurel branch in one hand and an olive branch in the other. On the reverse side, we see a mighty eagle, a symbol of the country's power and resilience. It's one of the most beautiful and beloved coin designs in American history. Fast forward to 1973, and the Liberty half-dollar was still in circulation, although its usage was beginning to decline as smaller denominations like the quarter and the nickel became more popular. However, this coin remains a critical part of American numismatic history. While the design stayed consistent, the 1973 edition of the Liberty half-dollar carries its own special value. Let's take a closer look at why this coin is such a prized find for collectors today. The 1973 Liberty half-dollar was minted in relatively large quantities, which means that most of these coins were heavily circulated. Like many other coins from this time period, the majority of 1973 half-dollars have suffered from wear and tear over the years. But that's exactly what makes finding one in excellent, uncirculated condition so special. Coins in pristine condition are far rarer than you might think, and they are highly sought after by collectors. Whether it's due to the coin's limited production or the fact that so many of them were circulated, finding one of these coins in high-grade condition is a real treasure. Now, let's talk about the design for a moment. On the obverse side of the 1973 Liberty half-dollar, you'll find the beautiful walking Liberty, as mentioned earlier, with her elegant stride across the landscape. She's dressed in flowing robes and carries the symbols of peace and victory, embodying the American spirit of perseverance and progress. The image is powerful, and it serves as a reminder of the hope and ideals the United States has always stood for. The coin's obverse has remained unchanged for decades, and its beauty is timeless. On the reverse side, we see the same heraldic eagle design, a representation of the strength and unity of the United States. The eagle clutches arrows and an olive branch, further symbolizing the nation's dual commitment to military strength and peace. The eagle's majestic pose and the intricacy of the details make the design stand out, even in the context of modern coinage. The artistry on this coin is part of the reason the Liberty half-dollar has remained so popular with collectors and why it continues to be appreciated for its craftsmanship. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The 1973 Liberty half-dollar, despite its relatively high mintage, is still highly valuable in certain conditions. A coin in mint or uncirculated condition can be worth a lot more than you might expect. Over the years, many of these coins have experienced significant wear, whether from being used in day-to-day transactions or simply from being stored improperly. But when a coin is well preserved, its value increases significantly. A coin in pristine condition, free of scratches, dings, or discoloration, can fetch a premium price from collectors who appreciate its rarity and historical significance. If you're looking to make the most of your collection, the condition of the coin is just one aspect. Another factor to consider is whether the coin has any unique features or errors. While the 1973 Liberty half-dollar is known for its design and silver content, there could be subtle minting errors that make certain coins even more valuable. For example, if there was an off-center strike or any irregularities during the minting process, those coins could be considered rare, and collectors often pay a premium for coins that feature such anomalies. Even the smallest imperfection in the minting process can increase a coin's value by a significant margin. Now, I know you've been waiting for the most exciting part, the value. How much is a 1973 Liberty half-dollar worth today? If you have one of these coins in excellent, uncirculated condition, or if it features a rare minting error, you might be sitting on a pretty penny. While the face value of this coin is just 50 cents, its worth in the collector's market is far more substantial. Are you ready? A well-preserved 1973 Liberty half-dollar can be worth up to $65,000. Yes, you heard that right, $65,000. It's incredible to think that a coin minted over 50 years ago could fetch such a high price today. So, if you happen to come across a 1973 Liberty half-dollar in your collection, or if you find one while coin hunting, it could be worth far more than you expect. Whether it's the coin's historical significance, its design, or its rarity in top condition, this coin is a true hidden treasure in the world of numismatics. Before we wrap up, I encourage you to take a good look at your coin collection, especially if you have any 1973 Liberty half-dollars. Make sure to inspect them for any unique features or minting errors that could make them more valuable. If you're unsure about the condition or value of any of your coins, it might be worth consulting a professional coin dealer to get an expert opinion. Last coin, we're going to take a close look at the 1971 Liberty half-dollar coin, a piece of American history that's not just beautiful, but could also be worth a lot more than you might expect. By the end of this video, you'll have a whole new appreciation for this coin, so let's dive right in. The Liberty half-dollar coin, first introduced in 1916, has become an iconic symbol of the United States. Designed by Adolph A. Weinman, the coin features the famous Walking Liberty design, which has been admired by coin collectors and historians for over a century. Lady Liberty, striding confidently across the land, with a laurel branch in her left hand and an olive branch in her right, represents the strength, freedom, and promise of the United States. It's a stunning image, one that continues to evoke feelings of patriotism and pride to this day. The 1971 D Liberty half dollar is part of the ongoing series of these beautiful coins that have been minted throughout the years. But what makes the 1971 edition particularly interesting? Well, first, let's take a look at the historical context. The 1970s were a time of significant change in the United States, both socially and economically. The country was still dealing with the aftermath of the Vietnam War, and the U.S. was navigating through political shifts and economic challenges. In 1971, the U.S. also transitioned off the gold standard, which had a profound impact on the currency and economy. During this time, coins like the 1971 D Liberty half dollar were circulating widely and were often used in everyday transactions. However, as the years went by, many of these coins were either lost, damaged, or melted down, making surviving examples in good condition much harder to find. Now, let's talk about the design of the 1971 D Liberty half dollar. On the obverse side, you'll see the stunning Walking Liberty design, with Lady Liberty walking confidently into the future. The flowing robes, the laurel and olive branches, and the radiating sun behind her all combine to create a striking image that symbolizes America's enduring spirit. This coin's reverse side features a majestic eagle, holding an olive branch and arrows, symbolizing peace and military strength. This eagle has been a symbol of the United States for centuries, representing the country's resolve and unity. The artistry on this coin, as on all Liberty half dollars, is impeccable, showcasing the immense skill of the engravers and designers who worked on it. So, what makes the 1971 D Liberty half dollar particularly valuable today? Despite the fact that millions of these coins were minted, their value has increased over the years due to rarity, demand, and condition. While many of these coins were circulated, some have been well preserved in high-grade condition. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin. Coins that show little to no wear, with sharp, detailed designs and minimal damage, are highly prized by collectors. A well-preserved coin can fetch much higher prices, especially if it's in near-perfect or uncirculated condition. As with many coins from the 1970s, the 1971 D Liberty half dollar was produced in large numbers. However, finding one in top-notch condition is no easy task. Many of these coins saw years of circulation, which means that the vast majority of them have wear and tear from being used in daily transactions. Over the years, these coins have gone through countless hands, some becoming worn, scratched, or damaged. So, the rarity of finding a pristine 1971 D Liberty half dollar is a huge factor in determining its value. Another interesting aspect that adds value to these coins is the possibility of mint errors. Sometimes, during the minting process, slight mistakes occur, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or other types of irregularities that can make the coin stand out. Mint errors are highly sought after by collectors because they make the coin unique. If you happen to come across a 1971 D Liberty half dollar with one of these errors, you could be holding onto a piece of numismatic history that could be worth much more than a standard example. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value of the 1971 D Liberty half dollar coin. If you find a 1971 D Liberty half dollar in uncirculated condition or with a unique mint error, you could be looking at a significant payday. While the face value of the coin is just 50 cents, its actual market value can be much higher, especially when the coin is in excellent condition. For a coin that's been kept in top shape, or one with a rare error, the value can rise dramatically. So, what is the potential worth of a well-preserved 1971 D Liberty half dollar today? Drumroll, please. A 1971 D Liberty half dollar in excellent condition could be worth as much as $50,000, that's right, $50,000. It's remarkable to think that a coin minted over 50 years ago could be worth such an incredible amount today. Whether it's the coin's condition, historical significance, or even the possibility of a minting error, this coin holds a value far beyond its original face value. If you happen to have a 1971 D Liberty half dollar lying around, it might be worth taking a closer look. A quick inspection can help you determine whether it's a coin that could fetch top dollar in the market. If you're not sure about the condition or potential value of a coin, consider having it appraised by a professional. It could be the difference between holding onto a coin that's worth a few bucks and one that's worth thousands. Coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 1971 Liberty half dollar is just one of many examples of how a small piece of American history can hold incredible value. So, next time you go through your coins, make sure to keep an eye out for this stunning and valuable coin. You never know what treasures you might find. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1971 Liberty half dollar coin and want to dive deeper into the world of rare coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting coin discovery. Happy collecting, and until next time, keep those coins safe and secure.